and welcome to Cryptic Crunch. I am your host, Willow Skylar, and it is Pride Month. Happy Pride. I will tell you more about my outfit and what I did all week in just a moment. Good evening, folks. Welcome to Cryptic Crunch. I am your host, Willow Skylar. So I'm not sure where Kale is. I'm guessing I'm hosting the show by myself, but maybe if we all just believe in that extra oomph, I do believe she will show up. All right, so it being Pride, I went to my first Pride parade in a couple of years. I bought these wonderful earrings at the festival down in the Force. I promised her I'd hold up her card and tell you guys all about it. So, handcrafted Métis beading by Jessie Pruden. She is on Instagram, bead and butter. bead_n_butter. So yeah, I'm happy to wear her art. I'm very much into the Métis and Aboriginal style of earrings. I love it. So I tried very hard to not get sunburn, but as you can tell, oops. I missed my face and I missed my back with the sunscreen. But whatever. And I hope you guys are having a good week and a good weekend. I do have some unfortunate news. I had to put my cat Simba down this week on Thursday, so I'm still a little overwhelmed and a little missing my baby. But I'm glad to be here, and we're going to talk about art and time travel. So I want to know from you guys, what is your favorite time travel movie? I know I have quite a few people in the chat room right now. Hello, Donna, Carly, Carlene. Dan, hello. Dan Hollyfield. And Carl! Carl Woodsman is in the chat with us. So yes, Carl says, I will exert my special psychic powers to summon Kale. Oh wait, I don't have any psychic powers. If you believe you do, I believe you could actually use your psychic ability. I think that's how it works, right? Carl says, cool on the beads, never saw that small. Yeah, you know what? Normally they are really long. Like this woman had really long earrings. I have to send that in to get fixed by an expert because I'm not an expert for beading at all. But yes, they are usually that long, and I keep that around to remind myself that I need to talk to my friend about that. Because I need another one made. Thanks for the condolences. Yeah, Simba lived for a very long time, 19 years. And I don't know. He's my baby. Hi, Eli T. Cash. Eli says my question is very tough. So yeah, I honestly don't know what my favorite time travel movie is. A lot of people are gonna say Back to the Future, but I feel like there's been better ones. But I don't know. I'm I love Back to the Future. I love Time Cop. Believe it or not, that is like one of the cheesiest movies out there, but I love it. And oh, thank you. Simba will always be with you. Yes, he will be. Okay, so I have a funny story. Um, the other day, or yesterday, I kept feeling like something was brushing against my leg because every so often, because while I had Simba, he would be like right by my legs while I fed him, and he was just always following me around the house. And it's just like something kept brushing up against my leg, and nothing was there. It was like I kept feeling Simba's whiskers against my leg. So it's yeah. Time after time is one of Carl's favorites. Um, Back to the Future was one for humor. Yeah. But yeah, there's been so many great ones. I don't know. I have to say that there's one that it'll come to me. um, so let's just jump right into the topic, I guess. There's a lot of art depicting time travel, including this one that kind of resembles the Blue Boy almost, but apparently he's wearing Nike shoes. Although I feel like with the shoe, it might be a bow tie, and because the artist couldn't quite get the proper shading in to kind of differentiate the bow tie from the shoe itself. I feel like it looks like there's a Nike swoosh there. So yeah, I feel like, yeah, I don't think that he's actually wearing a pair of Nikes. I feel like there's a bow tie there that is kind of a miss from the actual picture itself. I don't know what you guys think. I know some of you are actually more artists than me. But yeah, Carl says the same thing. More likely a bow. If it were Nike, wouldn't it also be on the side of the other shoe? You think, right? Is the swoosh on the inside or on the outside? That's another question. Oh, or a reflection on the patterned leather. Ah, good thinking, Carl. Eli says the Nike symbol looks backwards. Maybe it's the way it's portrayed here on the show. I don't know. There was a Time Machine adaptation around early 2000s. Can't say it's my favorite, but I'd rather not make a usual answer. The remakes aren't always that good either. Could be a generic nice from a... Could be generic Nikes from a very douchey time traveler. Although I feel like he's trying to be a little stylish, though, if he actually is a time traveler. Like, I mean, got the square toes, not so rounded runners as we're accustomed to, and he has heels. So Nike heels with square toes. Might be a new style coming out soon. All right, so this one, it honestly looks like God is watching TV on a rounded television. Also kind of looks like the Sputnik frame. But yeah, it kind of looks like they're trying to adjust rabbit ears on this one. So yeah, what do you guys think? Are they watching television on a rounded TV, or releasing Sputnik into space, or what? I don't know what they're doing. Adjusting the axis of the Earth. here's one. So it looks like she's looking at a laptop, and there's actually holes in the side. Like, is that the plug-in ports for the headset and the adapter for power plug, or is that a makeup mirror? I don't know, or maybe they're maybe she's getting a box of chocolates. I don't know. That's an interesting one. Um, that one is Renaissance, if I remember my art. Thank you, Carl. Oh yeah, does look like Sputnik, but makes me think of two persons painting a globe. Ah, I didn't think of that. I honestly didn't think of that. Painting a globe. Oh, yeah, I guess that could be paintbrushes. Huh. Makeup mirror, but part of it broke off. Oh yeah, God watching TV. Hey, if Heaven Satellite worked for Todd McFarlane's Spawn, then it works. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna message the group to see if they're here. I'm here. Show is happening. Where are you? Right. Okay, so if you guys hear any noises or my father-in-law and my husband come through and you happen to see them walking around, that's because they're working on the 66 Dodge Coronet that we have. It needs a little tune-up. Oh, here. Often if the sculptor had to affix an extra piece of stone, they put holes in the dowels. Ah, thank you, Carl. Thank you for that. So it's not it's not holes for plugging in a headset or or an AC. A plug. Keisha. Ah, all right. So how's the baby? Is it here yet? We would like to know what we should name Keisha's baby, or if she had come up with a name yet. Carl says, I've studied way too much esoteric stuff. All right, let's see what Carl thinks of this next one. All right, so it looks like he's looking at a cell phone, but really he's about to hand the lady a letter. The dog looks very sad that, it looks like it's about to run away, honestly. And the kid in the doorway there looks like she's about to go fishing. Yeah, it kind of looks like, it does look like a cell phone, but maybe that's a banknote that he's studying very hard. I don't know. Cell phones seem to make a lot of appearances in this art. Oh, Keisha says that she has about 2 weeks left for her baby. Dan says it's an Ethernet port and a USB port. Yeah, exactly. Still no name. Someone go into the future and tell me what I name my baby. I've been kind of fixated on Mabel as of late. I named one of our Canadian geese Mabel because she kind of made it, took up residence by our store with her nest. Keisha should name the child Ethernet. Esther would be a great name. I have a better time believing in giants and I can't pronounce that word, Anunkai, than this, to be honest. She's getting a summons, yeah. Adelaide, call her Addie. Oh, I like that name, Adelaide. Sorry, the lady in the painting is getting a summons. She's not too happy. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Summons, yeah. They're about to take the child away, and that sad-looking puppy. Eli says, I've seen cell phones in old photos, but that's about it. Could have been debunked by but who knows. Here's another one for you guys, another cell phone painting for you. He's in a bathtub, looks like moonshine bottles, and he's holding a cell phone. Or is that a small Bible that he's reading to the guy, about to be sacrificed? I don't know. This painting tells a lot of stories. There's a lot going on in this painting. But is he reading off a cell phone, or is he reading from a small Bible? All right. Anunnaki. Oh, thank you, Dan. Anunnaki. Okay. So, Mom's gonna go to jail again. To whom it may concern. Oh yeah. That one looks like a Picasso. Oh, I didn't. I should really be getting the names of these paintings. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, he may be holding an old mirror. True. On the left, the papoose looks like Peter Lorre. 3 jugs of moonshine, 1 native, and add 3 cups of sugar. Yep. Very funny, Donna. Thank you. Yeah, and then there's another one with the cell phone here. Lady walking a path, not really paying much attention to the guy with the flowers. Yeah, so is she holding a cell phone? There was one that was being passed around where someone had created a bit of a glow to the painting to indicate that she was reading off a cell phone, but that wasn't true. Sorry, excuse me. So yeah, but again, with the idea that she has a tiny Bible. Maybe it's a note from the guy leading her down the garden path. Hey, don't trip on me. Lots of these cell phones could have been photos of or small paintings of loved ones. Yeah. Also makeup mirrors and the like. A pose you would see from someone with a cell phone. Yeah. It sure does look like that. Yeah, a note from the guy leading her down the garden path makes a lot of sense. Like, she's on a scavenger hunt. Old lockets and such. See, okay, Were lockets that big though? Oh, moved with the cool people to YouTube. Yes, welcome to the cool crowd. Sometimes, sometimes this show doesn't work too well on Facebook. Everybody's saying hi to Keisha. All right, so I'm going to change things up here a little bit. I found some stuff at the grocery store, and I know on back of the cereal box we have a thing called Will It Cereal. Well, here's the thing with me. I like things that are crunchy. If I can only get this open. And I bought Kit Kat Pops. And, okay, so this is a chocolate bar that you, I guess, can only find in Canada. Coffee Crisp is one of my favorite chocolate bars. And I am going to eat them to see if there is a satisfying crunch. The thing with me is I love crunchy things. I love chocolate that has a nice satisfying crunch, and I like my fries crunchy as well. So yes, I need to see if this has a satisfying crunch. Is it crunchy? Is a new segment that I'm introducing to the show. So, is Coffee Crisp crunchy? I don't know. It tastes like Coffee Crisp. I love it. It's great. But it doesn't have that Coffee Crisp crunch. I love it, but again, doesn't have that satisfying Coffee Crisp crunch where it's like you feel like you're gonna break a tooth. Oh, you young people with teeth. Crunchy like Rice Krispies. Yes. Okay, so does the Kit Kat have that satisfying crunch? Again, it's good. Tastes like Kit Kat. But you know what? A lot of people do not like Maltesers. I love them. I love Maltesers. Oh, we need to do a candy exchange. Yes, I would love that. I will be your Canadian candy. What is it? Pen pal. Now I have the munchies. You can laugh when you have to suck the candy until it melts. Oh no. See, okay, so funny story. I know I'm sure I've told you guys this before, but I recently got braces, and it's these Invisaligns. So it's actually helping me. It's actually helping me kind of not eat so much. But yeah, so I don't have them in, obviously, but and I recently went to the dentist, and so I have a cast of my teeth from a couple years ago. I went to my dentist the other day to do like the whole switch over to the new trays. And so my dentist is like, well, you can throw out the previous ones if you wish, or you can keep them. So right now, one of the trays of the Invisaligns that I have from the previous batch is on my my teeth mold, because the teeth mold that was made for my mouth guard, it broke in a couple places because trying to get the mold out. So it actually looks complete now with the missing teeth. So I'm going to paint it, and I'll show you guys once I finish painting it. Yeah, I have, yes, I love weird things like that. So yes, so yeah, you don't eat much when you can't taste anything because of your dentures. You know, I'm trying to keep my teeth as much as possible. I know that's a real hard thing when you start aging, and I'm sorry you guys have to deal with that. So yes, is that like malted milk balls? The coffee crisp ones are the closest to that. But yes, the Maltesers, I love those. Has a better crunch. Did I get any more art? No. So let's see, what can we talk about now? So taking my cat to the vet. I know that I'm gonna bring down the mood a little bit to the show, but bringing my cat Simba to the vet. Here's the weird thing that happened, and I think it's just my mind making it up. But you know how sometimes you're at a funeral and you swear you see the body jump, or kind of you're waiting for it to breathe and you think you see it breathing. It's nothing like that happened with me with Simba, but oddly enough, I swear I heard him meow a couple times. A few moments later being put down. So yeah, I don't know if anybody else had that feeling when putting a pet down. That is really creepy, by the way. That's a I hate seeing a pet being put down. And then here I have another moment here. I don't know if my father-in-law is wearing Old Spice, but I'm smelling it right now, and it's bringing me flashbacks of my grandfather. And I don't ever recall my father-in-law ever wearing Old Spice. And this is actually kind of creepy because I'm smelling it. I'm not sure if it's my grandfather coming through. Yeah. I heard him meow, but it was another cat. And oh no. Uh-oh. It's my own fault if I listen to what my mother said, but don't you know, because I never listened. It's okay, Willow. We had teeth for a long time. I wonder if getting well. Okay, so I've had teeth. I have my wisdom teeth pulled, but I wonder, do you guys ever feel like your teeth are still there after they get pulled, or is that just something that people who have lost limbs feel? They say animals have no soul, but there was a definite aura leaving their bodies when we had to say goodbye. You know what? I wish I could see people's auras. That would probably help me deal with, their stupidity a little bit more. Is the Old Spice comforting? If so, just go with it. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yes, it is a very comforting thing. Like whenever I smell it, it's, it does bring me joy. And it gives me lots of great memories of my grandfather flooding through. I just wish that whenever someone is wearing Old Spice, I wouldn't feel weird about asking them. um, ooh, I have phantom tooth pain sometimes. Yes. Ah, okay. I was wondering about that. Um, is that it? Does that get worse or better when you wear your dentures? I'm asking because I'm 40 years old and I'm probably going to get to that point where I'm going to have to get dentures if I don't take, like, I take care of my teeth, but I don't know. There are days. I feel where most guys like it when you recognize the scent they're wearing. Okay, so I've said this before where I had it in my head that Old Spice was a scent that mostly older guys wear, and apparently, according to some of the younger folk, they do love wearing Old Spice. So I'm trying very hard not to judge harshly on that. Never gonna get dentures. Just gonna gum stuff. uh, See, I think that would just kill me, not being able to eat the hard candies and chew bubble gum as much when I get older. Although with my again with having now with the Invisaligns, it kind of stops me from doing like the excessive snacking that I'm known to do. I think I'm going to lose some weight, folks. All right. I know women who wear Old Spice, me included. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Few scents that I'm not allergic to. And that is my father-in-law. Oh, so that's where the bottle went. All right, so we have half an hour to kill. Keisha's not here, or Kale's not here. Okay, so what happened at Pride today? I had a lot of people like my sign, which is pretty cool. I like the fact that people like my sign. It here, I'll find a picture of it. Okay, I just confirmed it with my father-in-law. He is wearing Old Spice. Okay, so I'm not going crazy. Oh, that's a bad picture. All right, so what my sign said today was your Jesus would be our ally, and it's true. Like talking about the Bible, and A lot of people agreed with that. A lot of people liked it. And yes, can you tell that I struggled with religion throughout my whole life? um, Apparently, I have a guest. So while I do that, I will be right back after I play a message from our sponsors. Where are they?
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.
Visit cb4k.org.
And they will be our sponsor for the for our fundraiser in January. They are going to be our the people that we work with for raising funds for. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, busy day at Willow's house. Yep, it sure is. We're getting our 66 Dodge Coronet work done. We had a little bit of a leaky rad the other day. So I think it's just time to change that over. And it just needed a tune-up. Francis, hello. Okay, Francis, I need your opinion. Do these pictures or do these paintings depict time travel? Little boy wearing Nike shoes. I believe that that's just a bow tie, and the artist didn't do a very good job of differentiating the bow tie away from the shoes themselves. Of course, it could also be a very bad picture of the painting too. And then there's this one where it looks like God and his buddy there is watching TV on a rounded TV with rabbit ears, or plan on releasing Sputnik. Is this woman looking at herself in a mirror, being handed a box of chocolates, or looking at a laptop? Is this guy handing the woman a note, a summons, or looking at a cell phone? And is that dog going to run away? Is the guy here in a bathtub full of moonshine and reading off a cell phone? Or looking at a little tiny Bible? And is this woman being led astray by the guy with the flowers and reading where to go to next by a note, or is she too busy reading something on her cell phone? These are very good questions. Oh, the statue looks like a jewelry box being presented to the lady of the house. Oh, I think that's true. Yes. I agree. It looks like light catching the edge of the bow. Thank you. Just thought of another thing. Dutch folks of the era might have buckles on their shoes. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good one. It's not a bad idea to smell like a gal's dad. Make her feel safe and secure. I don't know. I'm not sure if. See, I don't like. I love the smell of Old Spice. I just don't know if I suit. I don't know if it would suit my body to smell like Old Spice. I don't know. Although I do, I have been known to wear my husband's deodorant. So I think I'm sure I'm not the only one here. Yes, being stared at by Rusty in the corner there. Unfortunately, we don't have a good set of answers as we have questions. See, I know everybody has different opinions when it comes to art. Um, and art is subjective. What I might like when it comes to art, a lot of you guys probably might not like. Um, ooh, men's products and scents are cheaper. That is true, and a lot of times I don't like smelling like a fruit salad. That seems like to be the only. I try to. I will buy the unscented stuff as much as I can if I can find it. Um, yeah, I'm just like when it comes to uh, so a lot of the women's stuff smell are like cucumbers and botanicals and all these like fruity scents. Sorry, folks. When I shower, I want to feel clean. I want to smell clean. I don't always just want to smell like flowers and a fruit salad. um, Even though samples in magazines say exactly, I do have. I have developed over the years scent. It's not really an allergy, but my sinuses seem to act up, and I don't. I don't agree with. I don't know. A lot of colognes, a lot of perfumes, even the essential oils. I cannot be in the same room as someone wearing patchouli. I hate it. I don't understand it. You're supposed to use soap and stuff in the shower, not just funny. Basically, foods. Yeah. um, I like women who smell like butter or cinnamon, and that's why I like going to bakeries. um, all right. So again, what are your favorite time traveling movies? Um, let's see if I can. Let's see if I can remember the name of the one that I'm thinking of. Uh, has Ethan Hawke in it. Came out a couple of I'm gonna have to say about I want to say 15 years ago, maybe a little bit more. Um, uh, not The Purge. Uh, this is gonna kill me. I think someone else might have the answer in the chat, but um, ooh, the one is a fairly good. Fairly good. Ooh, I'm gonna have to watch that one. Ooh. Francis with Christopher Reeves in Somewhere in Time. Yeah, try to search IMDb for a movie with Ethan Hawke. Mm. uh, I think my husband would know. All right. You know what? Google, you're going to have to do this for me. Ethan Hawke time travel movie. Running Time. Nope, that's not it. Predestination? That sounds about right. In March 1975, an agent, while trying to stop a bombing in a public building in New York City, is caught in a gunfight. The bomb is... That's it. Okay. The bomb is not fully contained in time, causing severe burns in the agent. Yes. Okay. Predestination is that what that movie's called. Thank you, Google. Oh, so no one has mentioned Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure yet. Okay, I loved it as a kid. Excellent Adventure. I preferred the second one to that. Oddly enough, Bogus Journey. I saw the newer one, and it's not as good. I don't know. There's something missing, and it's not just George Carlin. Somewhere in Time, Time After Time was Jack the Ripper story. Okay. Time Cop was a good movie, guys. You guys might have to, like Donna says, she agrees with me. Thank you, guys. Thank you for that. It was fairly good TV. I haven't watched the TV show yet. I'm gonna have to. Although there has been quite a few good TV shows about time travel too, not just Doctor Who. There was a show that only lasted a season, or maybe half a season, called Journeyman. That one was really good, and really wish that they would have kept going with it. But I love the concept of the guy going in and out of going. I guess he would have it, like his brain would kind of seizure out, and then he'd be in the past, and then wake up in present time. So yeah. Oh, Quantum Leap is another good one. Yes, very much so. I love Quantum Leap. Time Tunnel was an old favorite. Oh, I'll have to catch that one. So some of the ones that like Hot Tub Time Machine was also a good. It was funny. It's a dumb, funny film. I think I like that better than Bill and Ted. I'll have to admit. Slaughterhouse 5 was another of sorts. Yes. How did I not? Yeah, Sliders. Sliders is a good show. Yes. That was like one of my favorite shows to watch. Oddly enough, I don't recall watching it like religiously like I've done other shows, But whenever I did catch it, it was always good storytelling until the later years. Um, very true, Dan. The final season was very forgettable. Yeah, as does most shows where they. It seems like it goes on a little too long. Um, I'm sure it jumped the shark way before Mallory and well, the two brothers merge into one. um, and speaking of sliders, here's a. I don't know if anybody played the game Command and Conquer, but one of the girls from Sliders plays one of the characters. So yes, we love this game. Me and my husband both love Command and Conquer. Still, Stephen King has November 22nd, 63. I'll have to remember that one. Slaughterhouse 5 was made from Oh, I'm not going to try to pronounce that word. Vonnegut? Sorry if I'm butchering that name. But it's difficult to do his stories justice as film. Oh. It's really good. Read the book. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I think time travel is kind of a complex story to even tell because even in your own stories you can screw up time travel itself. That's I don't know. It's like talking about Back to the Future with on an episode of Big Bang Theory. It's like you're going through all these little time portals and you're still screwing up the episode of Big Bang Theory does it better than my brain can. But that's actually one of my favorite episodes where they're talking about like the problems with Back to the Future. Ooh. Carl, isn't your next book kind of a time travel story? Oh, that's I can't wait to read that one. Oh, apparently not. Apparently it's not. He has so many books on the go, he doesn't want to write another one. I'm also obsessed with Doctor Who. A lot of us are, and I have yet to go through the classic Who. I'm kind of afraid to because that's a deep dive that I have to invest a lot of time in. A lot of time in. One thing about time travel stories is that the writer has to decide on what rules the story has to obey. I write stuff so I know what the difficulties are involved. I just don't think I have the brain capacity to write a time travel story. I mean, I try to write a fanfic for Castle, and even then, like, I kind of got mad at the storyline as it was progressing on the show, so I kind of scrapped my fanfic. But the beginnings of it is out there. Okay, so it's very difficult to do a show without Kale. I have nothing to bounce off ideas. This week has been a kind of a crapshoot with the passing away of my cat. So I apologize. The show wasn't as good as it usually is. But I'm glad that you guys are here. Thank you very much for putting up with me. Oh, yeah. That's exactly how fanfic happens. Isn't that how fanfic gets started? People miss something on the show. I've been writing the same story for my X-Men fanfic for several years now. Of course, I haven't finished it yet because things just keep popping up and all these new ideas. So really, it's like 3 stories in one that I might end up turning into like 3 other stories because, you know, you have the relationship with Rogue and Beast forming, and then you have the story with Jean and Scott, you know, doing something, and then you have the story of Wolverine going off somewhere. It's becoming a bit of a cluster muck of ideas. So yeah, this week I apologize. The link for the show wasn't out on time to get a bunch of people here. So again, thank you guys for putting up with me and supporting me. And with that said, you guys can support the show. If you want to see me continue on with Cryptid Crunch and continue on with Back of the Cereal Box and see me doing live shows at conventions, please, Twinkie, can you get off the counter? Thank you. You guys can support the show through buymeacoffee.com/cerealboxpod. If you guys want to see me go down to the States, yes, I am up in Canada. If you guys want to see me go down to the States for some of the conventions that Johnny and Dee go to, even the Ice Cream Queens, I would love to meet up with them and do the show live at those conventions. So I appreciate you guys being here and taking part in the conversation. You guys are awesome. See you guys in a couple weeks once I figure out, and I promise I will do better in the future when it comes to the show with getting the links out days in advance, because I know how horrible Facebook is with the algorithm. So you guys, again, thank you very much for your support. You guys are amazing. And thank you for the condolences and being there for me in this hard time with dealing with my kitty dying. So I love you guys. Have a great night.